Yo, my name is TonyXTony and welcome to my channel. I'm a rapper and I also really love anime, so today I want to talk about how One Piece saved my life. And when I say it saved my life, I mean it literally saved my life in a lot of ways. It saved my drive to want to continue living. It saved my life in the way of just like, it gave me something to want to look forward to. The same way that I think a lot of people had a relationship with One Piece, where it's like we all love it because it's been there for us in the moments where things have been bleak in our real life. And the story of One Piece has this ability to be able to connect with this on a level of like, yo, that stuff is actually kind of legit. And that actually happens in things that I see on the news. It happens in ways that I see in like actual history. There's fairy tale stories that kind of reflect One Piece and all these different things that we can kind of relate to, and it puts it in a like heavy topics in a way that are kind of very entertaining and a lot less impactful in how we're gonna absorb it, and you can absorb it in any level that you want to. Like there's whole YouTube channels that are dedicated to giving you more content and stuff like that. And that's where I started to find myself going down whenever I started to really dive into One Piece and want to know more and more about it. And I promise this is all gonna start to make sense. I'm just kind of giving y'all the background on my relationship with One Piece. And the times that I just really needed it, where I was just alone and there was kind of nothing else to look forward to at all in life. And sometimes the things that you just are doing kind of are the things that have the biggest long-term lasting impact. And whenever I was reading One Piece from a very young age all the way up till now, I never really thought that it was going to have this much of an impact on the way that I view the world. And just I have this saying that's, what would Luffy do instead of what would Jesus do? Because Luffy, he's kind of been my best friend in a lot of ways. The times that I didn't have nobody else to talk to, I'll go read One Piece. And I know this kind of sound crazy, but like the times that I really needed Luffy, I just go pick up the story and he was always strong. And then the times that I was kind of weak, like during the times where I was just going through a lot of stuff. I would read it, and then Luffy, he'd be going through something like losing people in his life that are very impactful to him and stuff like that. So that kind of thing, it just always really resonated with me. And what I tell people that haven't watched One Piece, and I'm never really gonna be one of those people that preaches anything to anybody. If you want to get into it, get into it. If not, then that's cool. It just probably wasn't ever for you in life, and that's okay. Not everything's for everybody. But I do think that if you just give it a chance to resonate in your life, then you would really get something from it, because it's almost impossible not to, the way that the story is told and the way that you really do get to feel the impact and the weight of just decisions and things like that that are made. And when I say what would Luffy do, it's like, bro, Luffy, he's never scared. And then if he's scared, he doing it anyways. He's got a mission and he's got a goal. He knows exactly who he wants to be. He wants to be the king of the pirates. And me, I want to be the best musician I can be. And I'm not necessarily as ambitious as Luffy in the way of like, do I want to be the best rapper of all time? Me, it's more like I want to be the best me I could be, and I want to have just like a huge following and just have a whole bunch of people that are drawn towards me. And somebody else, they can have that Pirate King title as far as I'm concerned. It's just not something. I feel a lot more like Whitebeard in the sense of like, yeah, do I want to be powerful and do I want to be known and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, that's where I want to be. I want to be like known, respected, loved, and admired, thought of as just somebody that's a powerhouse. But somebody else could have that other title of like trying to be the greatest pirate, or all that kind of stuff. And that's no diss towards anybody that wants to do that. That's just not my ambitions in life. I have a lot more Whitebeardist ambitions in a way of like, I want friends and the value. And that's why I say Luffy, because Luffy, he's kind of like a good mix of like, he's super ambitious, but he also values the people that are super important to him. And a lot of his decisions in life kind of revolve around how it's going to affect. It's going to affect his good time, but even in that good time, he knows he's going to be able to protect his crew at any cost. And if he can't protect them, then he's willing to die for it type stuff. And that's always been such like an admirable trait to me when it comes to Luffy. It's like a lot of the times, does he cause the problems? Yeah, but through every single one of the problems that they have, he always comes out stronger. He always comes out with a deeper understanding of himself. And everybody in the crew also does too. There's not a single time in a single arc where they came out of it where it's just like nobody benefited from that. There's times where we might have wanted more or like a different outcome. Like whenever Sanji was in Whole Cake Island and people was like, I think it was like the year of Sanji, so people was expecting Sanji just to go off like probably just combat wise, going nuts, wrecking everybody. But it ended up being a story about Sanji and his emotions and why he feels the way that he does towards life and stuff like that. I don't want to get too much into it in case somebody hasn't seen it. I don't want to spoil, but I do want to just let you know that it's a very engaging part of the story if you really watch it from the perspective of just like the character and the character growth and stuff like that. And sometimes in real life, I kind of wonder why we always separate our friends instead of bringing all our friends together. I think it's partially because one, we have different identities. Like, yeah, do we want to say we're always ourselves? Yeah, maybe. But there's certain different aspects of us that sometimes you just don't necessarily want to share with other people. And that might be people that you work with, and you got the people that are your real friends outside of work. You might not want those two people to intersect. But, what if they did and the group just becomes even cooler? It's just more diverse and all that kind of stuff. And you're building your own, like, Nakama. And Nakama, for the people that don't know, that just means, like, family. It's like friends that are so deeply tied in that nothing can break y'all. And that's one of my favorite phrases that they use in One Piece, especially whenever they was just leaving Alabasta. They all had the X's on their arms, lifted them up, and then kind of symbolized the fact that, like, yeah, we gang forever. And it was just like one of the best moments that I had ever seen in just anything. And I'm not gonna lie to you, those are the kind of moments that really kind of draw you closer to the story of One Piece and make you want to just like see where it's gonna go from there. Like, can they really maintain this level of friendship and camaraderie through the whole thing? I don't know. And those are the kind of questions that you ask. And if you really think about the story of One Piece, it's such a short period of time that has passed so far, but it has been one of the, like, in within the story, this real life story has been going on for over 20 years now, but the story on One Piece has been going on for like 2 to 3, somewhere in that range. It's been a very short period of time, but to see how close they have gotten in that period of time and just how much they've grown individually, it's been pretty crazy. So if you have stuck around this long, that's just like a brief way. I just want to use this channel as a way to kind of promote my music and stuff like that, but also just really kind of get closer to you guys through my interests and stuff like that. So since I'm really interested in anime, I'm going to be talking about anime in ways that it ties in my life and stuff like that. And I really want to see how it vibes with you guys and really kind of build a community on that kind of foundation. I don't want to force anything down y'all's throat and make y'all feel like y'all just gotta like my music. I just want y'all to like me, and I want to like y'all, and I want us to just be able to hang out, build something, and just like stay locked in. Just keep me accountable. Make sure that I'm posting videos. I want y'all to comment in the comment section whenever y'all feel like I'm kind of slacking. I want to do at least one video a week, because I know trying to do more than that for me in the past is, it kind of led to me burning out and not doing it. But I really want to make sure to keep bringing content and value to the internet and taking the value that you guys had to give me, because there's a lot of people out there that just have really deep thoughts and ways of just saying things and connecting concepts and all the different things that I just enjoy about everybody else's perspectives. So let's use this platform as a community in a way that we can all grow and share our interests. Hopefully you guys are all interested in the music and stuff that I do share, though. That is a deep part of who I am, and a part that I really can't wait to start to share with people that, are looking for somebody else that they can grow with. But anyway, yeah, this has been Tony, and let's keep going, let's keep building, let's keep growing. Shouts out to One Piece, the greatest story ever told. I don't care what nobody says. One Piece is the greatest story ever told, and we haven't even hit the ending yet. If the ending ends up being less than what we was all hoping for, I don't care. The journey that I've gone through with One Piece throughout my life has changed my perspective of everything, and I will forever thank it for that. And it won't ever, nobody can take that from me. Not rap, not family, friends, not God himself, unless he erased my memory and made it to where I had never watched One Piece, and I'm cursed to never be able to watch it again. And in that case, it is what it is. I can't control that anyways. So thank you guys for sticking around. Have a good one. Peace.